gentlemen, welcome back. The Shake 'em guys are in the building. Well, one of them is. The other two, one's indisposed and one, I don't know where he is. He just came up missing. So you got me, the rated R superstar. I'm in the building. I'm running the show tonight. Yeah, y'all just got to deal with me tonight. But I didn't come along. I brought somebody to kind of keep me in check. I got Miss Brittany B in the building. Miss Brittany B is famous on Instagram, Twitter, on YouTube. You want to shout out, tell them where they can find you. She's a professional supporter. I got you. What else going on? How you been? We finally got you on. Only took a little bit of convincing, bribing, and begging. 1 week. I got you. So she's here. She's gonna rock out with me. Keep me company, keep me out of trouble. It's just me and you. They real empty. Like, and I don't know how to turn them cameras off, so we just gotta live with it. I told you I'm not the yeah, it's just me and you. You don't see nobody else here? It's me and you. You need a drink. You nervous. You good? You sure? It was supposed to be. We missing. I said we missing too. Yeah, I'm gonna light some candles. I'm gonna turn the lights down low. Since it's just me and you. I ain't got no job. Anyway, man, you been watching the news? No, so you ain't heard nothing. Living your own world. That's a teacher. I moved from Texas. Teacher in Texas. She was she allowed the boy that she was having a sexual relationship with a student to record her, put it on Snapchat. It's all over the Bye. I know, I ain't get it either. 20-year-old teacher, substitute teacher, bust down. So yeah, made the news. It's all over the place. My thing, here's me. You don't commit stupid crimes. I say that usually here. That's his biggest thing. Like, don't put your mind on the internet. This woman was having a sexual relationship with me all the way out of pocket. Out of pocket. And she recorded it. Young man, you thought this was what was hit or hurt? I was 22.
like, yeah, hey, red lipstick, we did get deep on the topic, didn't we? Look, there it is. Oh no, it may be loud.
Yeah. But it's still only playing music. Why the fuck is it playing music?
Oh, you can't hear us, but you can see us. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
I need to get some early.
Excuse me, people. Sorry about that. We fix it as we
He
go.
said he wasn't the technical guy.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not the tech dude.
So, and you know what? This happens. What we got to do?
Okay, I think we fixed now. Sorry about that. Okay. So,
the rest of the world, can you hear us because of me, or can you hear us on YouTube? Red Lipstick, I'm gonna have to come to your podcast. Check you out. But yeah, they were saying it was only music.
okay, I think it's fixed. Hopefully. Okay, we're fixed now. Now we live. We good. We back in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for all dealing with us through all the technical difficulties. Remember, I'm not the tech guy. I'm just the most charismatic host.
He's just a guy. Can you hear me on my mic?
I'm the guy.
Check one, check two.
We got to go through the introductions again. We got the Rated R Superstar hosting the show. I'm all alone because my two co-hosts are not here this evening. So I brought the incomparable Miss Brittany B to keep me out of trouble tonight. Maybe. How you doing? Shout out. You're going to do it. You're going to keep me out of trouble. So you want to introduce yourself again since we didn't already, we was talking over the music?
Well, my name is Brittany B. That's it.
That's and you said you are a professional
supporter.
Professional supporter.
I am a professional supporter.
She pop up in chat rooms. She moderates. She does it all. Whatever you need, she got you.
Mm-hmm. I'm a mod on a couple of YouTube channels, and I'm just a part of it's a big community chat game. So I can go to different channels, support, get the engagement going on the channel and stuff like that. So yeah.
There it is. So before
she said she can't hear me.
She still can't hear you?
Kaya. That's my girl Kaya, by the way. But I don't want to keep talking if she can't hear me.
Hi Kaya. How are you, sweetheart? Hold on 1 second. Keep me out of trouble tonight. I can hear you. Just you're gonna keep me out of trouble.
See?
Introduce yourself again since we didn't already was talking over the music.
Oh yeah, see?
It is super low.
Is this the one? Look, you didn't check.
I got talk. Look. Talk.
Look, see?
Oh shit.
That's your mic.
Oh.
So my mic.
Pull that mic around. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm not the expert here. Try that one.
What about nope. Check. Look, it's like 18 different
Man, I got every button on in this joint. Something gonna pick up. Here, now say something.
Now say something.
It still ain't working.
See, that's your mic.
Wow, that's weird. I don't know. You just got to speak up.
Oh, that's definitely not a problem.
Well, there we go. Problem solved.
Definitely not a problem.
Yeah, it's definitely picking you up now. We good. All right, let's rock out.
And she said she can hear me on IG, but that's because I'm going live, Kaya.
Right.
I'm live right now.
Okay. I got every button on. I don't know what's going on, so y'all just got to rock with it and bear with me because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what he's doing. Really don't. So, yeah.
Hey, look, I'm like, popping.
You got mine popping too now. Look, every time you talk, it jump.
Not really, but because I'm just louder.
You loud enough. Anyway, before we went to all this technical difficulty, that one ain't working either. I already tried it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did you turn on any buttons?
I turned on all the buttons.
We walked in together.
I just turned on all the buttons.
No, I meant on the actual mic itself.
Oh.
But, yeah. Y'all see, y'all high tech over here. Don't be laughing at lipstick.
It's actually not this ghetto. We just ghetto today because the tech dude.
And it's only because of me. Look.
The tech dude is not here today.
What happens if it wasn't never plugged in at all? That's hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be real mad funny. Anyway, before we went to technical difficulty land, we were having a discussion about Russell Wilson and Sierra.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sierra's doing a new challenge where you got to balance the bottle on your head and then twerk. What you think about that? Because I saw it. I took it a personal way. I felt some kind of way.
You gotta just go to the gym.
I felt some kind of way about it. Me personally.
Why? You know Sierra?
No.
Y'all best friends?
Yes, we are. I spend weekends with them and the kids. I spend weekends with them. I spend holidays. Like I leave next week, Christmas. I'll be with them out in Seattle. Well, y'all ADHD, stop kicking in. Focus.
I am.
I just said,
as what women are
for her as a married woman, I thought that was inappropriate.
Yeah, but why do you take it personal?
I don't think. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. I don't take it personally. Of course, I don't take it personally. I'm saying in the sense of like, it's inappropriate.
Then your issue should be with Russell.
My issues with both of them.
Why?
My issue is with her thinking it's okay to do it and him allowing her to do it.
No.
My issue is with both of them. But you bring up a good point. Go.
Because if we want to go to the institution of marriage,
Shoot.
It is Russell's job to cover his wife. It is her job to fall within his structure and his covering. So your problems in your marriage and your household, it always falls on the man. So it won't go to no.
So
why your eyes go
because
like
you're basically saying that a woman can be completely out of pocket and there's no
everything
falls on him.
If you are supposed to be falling under his covering,
okay, so when then
it does fall on the man.
Okay, so when you slap the hell out of her, then you the bad guy.
You
then
are the bad guy.
So wait a minute now. You're
putting
all responsibilities on the man. And telling this woman she can act out as bad as she wants. You might as well be a child.
Time out.
You might as well be a child.
Hold on.
You might as well be a child.
You are.
You're supposed to be an adult. Which one are you? A woman, a grown woman, or a child?
What does a grown woman have to do with anything? If you did it right, you would be leaving from your father's house to your husband's house.
That's where it's supposed to be.
Exactly. So if we ain't gonna do it right, then we're gonna have all this out of order stuff. Everybody's gonna be out of order if it's not done right. Don't lie.
You didn't answer because you didn't answer my question at all.
So yes, it does fall on the man. His leadership should be in question. You shouldn't have your wife out there like that.
That I agree with. That I agree with. But we're in agreement on that one. I give you that.
Then that's the end of the.
No, it's not. Because the next part you said was that everything a woman does falls on the man. That's like basically you're saying like a parent.
That means you don't have your household in order.
You're saying like a parent, everything your kid does outside falls on you.
Yeah. What did you train them up to do?
You can only train them up so far. A kid is gonna do what they do.
Okay, so when he is acting up in school, who they call?
They call the parent.
Exactly. So
no,
what are we talking about?
Because you're still disciplinarian at that time. You can do everything right with a kid. Some kids are just fucked up. Some kids, just like some women, are just fucked up. Not everything falls on you.
Fort Wayne land now.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I forgot I'm back in Fort Wayne land now.
Where were you? Where were you?
I was somewhere else because I forgot. I try to get rid of these mindsets. So go ahead. Kids are just fucked up. Why do you think kids are just fucked up? You don't think it's because of what? Because we know why. So where are we going with this?
I'm trying to figure out how do you put all accountability on the man.
Because
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's how it's designed.
Men are head of household, true enough.
That's the end
but
of the story,
if she asks, I can only control you when I'm there. What you do outside, I cannot control.
Okay, so let me do this. I'm sorry.
There's consequences when you get home, but I cannot control you outside of the home when I'm not there.
It is, hypothetically, I'm your wife.
Shoot.
It is my job to represent you when I walk out this house.
Yeah.
So how I represent you is very important. That's the structure you instill in me as your wife. What is wrong?
Finish your statement, and I'll tell you what. Finish your statement. I'll tell you why you're wrong in a second.
So that mindset is the problem. Nobody operates in their purpose. So if I'm your wife, I am going to conduct myself, and when I don't, then we can handle that. And that's why it falls back on Russell as to how he was handling his household. Why is your wife not representing you? Or maybe she was. We don't know. That's the thing. So we're judging that marriage on what? You know what I'm saying? Because you still, every time I say something, your facial expressions be all out of whack.
Why are you trying to control my facial expression?
I'm just saying, I'm watching you.
Don't try to control my facial. Just make your statements and I'll make my rebuttal.
I'm not saying my femininity, so go
there you
ahead.
go. That's beautiful.
I know
there
that.
you go. There you go.
So, you know I do this, right?
Hey, I welcome it. I like the challenge. Unfortunately, here's why you're completely wrong. People have what they call the work husbands, work wives, all that good stuff, and you do
shouldn't be done.
You do and say things that it shouldn't be done, but they still do it. That can't fall on me. You have to let me finish. That can't fall on me. Just Jay is fine. You can't.
I apologize.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You can't fault me for what somebody does who's not under my control at that time. I cannot. If I'm not there to snatch you back, I don't know what you're doing. They can be out of pocket because some people just, when they get out from, like a kid who goes to college, that first year in college, how do you act? You run fucking wild. You act a fool, don't you? Come on, you went to college. I did too. Let's talk about it. You run buck wild that first year of college. Why do you do that? Because there's nobody there to pull your card, snatch you back and say, hey, you wasn't raised like that.
Jay, the problem is we're already going.
Are we not going to acknowledge what I just, you're not going to?
We can acknowledge that.
Okay.
And so we go back to the foundation. The foundation is when you said, ain't nothing I can do about it. Yes, you can. It all falls on the leadership of the household.
Okay.
Why would you have your wife out there? Why, like, so are we
finish the statement? I don't know what your statement is.
Why would your wife be out there representing you anyway, in a way that you wouldn't like anyway? I don't think you're getting it. She can present herself one way in my presence. Then that's your judgment off.
All day long.
Then that.
This that is all. You have to let me finish the statement. Damn, you ain't got no patience. She can present herself one way when she's with me, and I can think this is how she is. She can get outside of my presence completely different. I have no way of knowing that. Everybody's different from when they're with their mate to when they're not.
Then that's the problem. That's the problem.
Everybody does. Everybody's different. It's just to degrees.
Then that means they don't know. Like, how are you supposed to be in a marriage where you don't understand how that's supposed to operate?
How are you supposed to know how somebody is, even when you're not around? Am I supposed to video? Should I hire a private investigator to follow them around?
When you pick your wife, what are you doing?
You're going through a selection process. You're interviewing. You're evaluating. You're doing all that.
So when you go into the vetting process, do you already have standards set in place?
Of course.
Sure. Are you sure?
You should.
So then, are we ignoring red flags?
You shouldn't.
But
we do.
Then there's the problem.
Not the problem. Not the problem, because it goes back to.
We can't even continue the conversation.
It goes back to my last statement. How you are with me is not. It may not be how you are without me. Simple as that. You can be different. Even the red flags, you can hide. Come on, women hide shit. Y'all act a certain way. I've seen women who can hide the crazy for up to 90 days.
You guys,
I've seen y'all. It's not a negative mindset. It's honest. I've seen women who can.
Not understand.
I'll give you an example.
I don't want any examples.
I dated a woman. It's okay. It's anecdotal. I dated a woman who acted like she was just completely different from who she really was. She was like, I'm not ratchet. I don't listen to all that shit. And her best friend came along and was like,
that was a red flag right there. I caught it. You don't have to tell me what you're not. You show me. So you didn't have to say what you're not. I'm going to be able to see it. So if you're not trusting your guidelines and the standards that you set for yourself, then it fall back on you, Jay.
It can't. It cannot fall. I can only take. This is what I'm telling you. I can only take what you give me. I'm not gonna hire a private investigator to look into your background. I'm not gonna hire a private investigator to follow you around.
Shout out to Jonathan Bickerfield.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
I'm just saying.
Maybe it works. Maybe that's the way we all need to start going. You need to start checking credit scores, backgrounds.
Those
everything.
Should be normal conversations. If I'm about to merge my life with you.
Oh, well, yeah, that's different. Yeah, I need to know all this shit. I'm talking about in the initial process.
That's the thing. When you go into something, what are you going and what is your intention? So
Yo,
a lot of times we need to change our intention of why we are trying to be with somebody or vet somebody. Are you marriage minded or are you just trying to smash? It's a difference.
every chick gets a different response. Some chicks are only for one night. Some chicks are long term. Some
But
chicks,
you guys complain about the chicks for the streets.
some
I'm confused.
some chicks you may think are only for one night, and once you spend a couple of hours, a couple of days with her, you be like, oh shit, that's potential. Let me see where this can go.
That's the problem. Let me see where this is go. Where this can go is the problem because you don't already have a plan for your outcomes. You don't have a plan for your life. If you say, "Let me see where this can go," that means you're not coming in with a vision as a man. So how can you say, "Let me see where it go"? That means it can go anywhere if you don't have a plan for it.
I can be marriage minded. It may not mean it doesn't mean she's marriage material. I can be marriage minded. Doesn't mean she's marriage material, but she still may be smashable. So you see the
And
problem?
I get
Okay
all
then.
of that.
So what's the problem?
But why would you? How can you be marriage minded and still be smashing?
Why? Is that a real?
Well, that's a man. It should be your rule.
Is that a real question? That's what I asked.
Okay. It's a real question for you to think about as a man in the path that you want to take. It's a real question.
She can be married. I can be marriage minded.
What's this pillow for? Get on her.
Take it out. You got enough pillow back there. You good.
Nobody knows that.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh, hell. They're going to be all over your Instagram now to find out.
Well,
Yeah, it is. She
that's a whole
caked
nother
up,
story.
y'all.
That's a whole nother story. We're not going to talk about that. Because technically I'm 5'4".
Oh, right now you 6'2", sitting down.
See, that's why I'm trying to dial it back. I apologize. Let me get back into my.
No, I mean just sitting on that extra pillow you brought with you. But come on, stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Go ahead.
All right. Oh shit. What were we talking about? We got complete. Okay, so bottom line, we're not going.
Nobody.
This is a discussion we can continue this for a while. This actually ties into today's topic a little bit.
We can't talk. But that's
we're gonna jump right into it. What were you about to say?
I feel like that is a very important topic because a lot of times we go into relationships and we just want to see where it can go. How can you go into something without a plan, without standards, without something to say, hey, I don't want to waste my time if this is not who I want to marry, if I'm marriage minded. So why would we see where something can go if I'm marriage minded? That doesn't make any sense. I want to see if you're marriage material, and if you're not, you out of here.
Okay, fuck it. We're staying on this topic today. We're gonna stay here, right here, because this. I see this. No. We good. No, because now you done made your point. Now you want to move on. No, you can go into some. You date dudes. You've been marriage minded. You want to get married, I assume, right? Mm-hmm. Haven't you been close to or in the thought of or working towards that, and you're dating dudes and you're like, oh, I want to marry this guy, and then it just falls apart or something goes left. You saw potential. You saw marriage potential. Okay, it doesn't always follow through. That's what I'm saying. You can't put that on. I can have that. I can see I'm marriage minded. I want to be married again for me personally. So but I don't naturally assume every chick I meet is marriage potential.
I never said that, Jay.
That's the implication that you made.
No,
simply.
I'm saying that if you are marriage minded, then that means how you move is going to reflect that. So you're not going to waste your time with somebody that's smashable if you want marriage.
Yes, you will, because you still need to. You still need to smash. What?
Go ahead. I mean, you're a man. Go ahead.
You still need to smash out. You still have needs. You still have needs. You still have desires. You still need to get those rocks off. So of course you're still gonna do that. At the same time, you're like, well, there's no potential here. So she strictly goes into. You strictly no, it's not wasting time. You just strictly put her in the 2 days a week category.
You put her on for the streets category.
Not necessarily for the streets, just 2 days a week. She's not for the streets, just not for me.
Ooh. Then so this is where I love the realness, because that means a lot. So.
What does it mean? Explain.
That's another podcast. It's another podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
It's another podcast.
Okay. I said okay. All right. I get it. I get it.
Or another. Kaya know what I'm talking about.
Kaya.
But that's another podcast.
Kaya, thanks for joining the show. Okay, I believe I'll let you have that one. We'll leave it at that. Now you want to go into today's topic since we've exhausted this one because we can beat this one to death. We can beat this to death. For what? Come back tonight. Where am I going? Where?
To where I sent you before.
You can shout it out. It's cool.
Oh well, I mean, it's Anton Daniels. So come back tonight. I'll be live streaming,
Okay.
and we'll probably bring that topic up.
All right, bring it on.
Or watch something old and see what that. We can change the subject.
Oh my god.
We
Anyway.
Or I'm gonna just pull you to the side, and just be like, what you think?
Yeah, we're gonna argue about this for a
We
little
don't
while
have to
longer.
argue.
Yes, we do.
We're gonna agree.
No, we're never
Here,
gonna
let me
agree.
put this. Let me do this.
We're never gonna agree.
What?
I'm never gonna agree.
All right.
Going into today's
When I
topic.
make my point,
I'm going into today's topic now.
This wasn't the topic.
No, this is not the topic.
My bad. Well,
I'm probably gonna end up circling back to this somehow, some way.
we is because the topic is about Thot.
It is
And you just
to thought or
made
not
the
to thought.
I don't
Okay.
understand how. Oh.
Well, it kind of does tie into
Mhm.
it does tie in, but I want to expound on it a little bit then, since we're going there.
Mhm.
I want to expound on this just a bit. A friend of mine last week, I think that was last week. We had Jaime on. She's the host of another podcast. I can't remember the name of it. Oh,
No, I mean I've seen y'all's podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. After the show, we started talking about the rapper Sweetie and Lizzo and all this stuff, and we're like, not Lizzo, but all the.
Look what she wrote.
I don't know.
You're creating another broken woman.
How is that creating another broken? God damn it! You just I was trying to go into my topic.
I apologize.
You're fine, but now I'm gonna circle back to that too.
I think it is a different podcast. So
We'll discuss that later. Anyway, we were talking about how all the women now, the creators, music, the content, everything that's out there right now these days is just geared towards plastic surgery and sexuality. Everybody's BBL'd up or implant this, and all the music sounds the same. All the women look the same. You can't tell the difference between Megan Thee Stallion, Sweetie, Cardi B. All the lyrics are the same. Why is thought culture so prevalent today
you make it
in
prevalent.
Music? I make it prevalent. Me personally.
Look what you.
Me personally. So I'm buying all the records. That thought process
of being able to say, well, she's either smashable or Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 day a week, or wifey. So my thing is, if that's how men think, and then the music reflects it as well, what are women supposed to be doing? Are they supposed to be being raised to be wives? Do they think that's honorable, or do they think getting a BBL will get them the attention because you validated?
Do you think a lot of women are raised to be wives today? Do you think
that's a whole nother question too? But no, I don't.
I didn't think so.
I
don't think there's a lot of wife material out here.
When you are raised to be a wife, it has to be from a wife. So if you're in a single parent household, how are you gonna be shown to be a wife if nobody's a wife? But nobody want to hear that. So I'm not. You ain't gonna get me canceled tonight.
Now that brings up a great point. How can you be a wife if you've never seen what it's like to be a wife? Mm-hmm. If you didn't grow up in that environment, how can you be that? Now you can learn. You can take online or not online, but they have like etiquette classes. They literally have what's called wife school.
Do they have a husband school?
Yeah, it's called Everyday Life, Hard Knock Life. Get out here. Manhood. Yeah. Yeah, all that. That's where
you can always be a man, but you'll never be. Some people won't be a father. Some people won't be husbands. Shout out to Bolo. So, man, husband, father. That's three different titles. You'll always be a man, though.
True enough.
Yeah, but some people won't be husbands, and some people won't be fathers.
True enough. Also true enough. Not everybody's man. Not everybody's meant to be.
Not meant to be.
All right, not everybody has that.
Yeah.
Those characteristics. Because
I can be meant to be a mother, but it might not happen. Okay. Doesn't mean I wasn't meant to be. Just
That also brings up another title. That's another topic we can touch on too,
This
but
how
we're
I
not
like
doing
it.
that today.
That's why I'm the professional supporter.
A professional
I have
supporter.
Ideas, we move and we shake and everybody talks, and I mean these are normal talking points.
They really are.
Like,
We got to double back though. We got to go back really quick. You said I make it. You said the thought process of men is what
Ninja.
makes the women the way they are.
Why do you keep saying makes the women?
Because it's what you said.
Did I say that?
Yeah,
I mean,
you said that's the way they are because of men. The thought process of men is either, and that's very simple. My opinion. That's my opinion. I believe that's what most men believe. Either she's going to be a wife or she's going to be 2 days a week. That's just my belief, and I believe that's the consensus of most men.
So what separates the 2 day a week from the wife?
There's different qualities. Everybody has you gotta let me finish. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a different criteria.
Why would you have a different criteria for a wife?
Everybody's criteria is different. For some people, it's different. Like me, I can't do ratchet. I can't. Anything ratchet automatically throws you out the window. Some people like it. Some people like it.
And that's where we have the conversation of embarrassment from Russell and Sierra.
Some guys don't mind if she got 13 kids or 13 dudes. I can't do that. Some dudes don't mind if she got tattoos on her face and neck. I don't do that. Some dudes can do that. That's why I said everybody's criteria is different. So what makes a wife for one man may not make a wife for another.
But
some are superficial, some are not.
What is superficial?
Like some dudes will only want the baddest chick. They only want, she just got to look good, and that's all they care about. As long as she look good, that's all they care about. She doesn't have to any more criteria. She doesn't have to check anything off other than look good, be a good showpiece. It's not the same for everybody. Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
That she don't have nothing else going for her. She just look good.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Can't argue anecdotal.
You can't argue anecdotal experience. True enough. But I'm just saying. Wait, do you not know anybody like that who just likes somebody because of the way they look?
I said wife. It's a difference. That's why I said wife.
You don't have.
I said wife.
Okay, I'm asking you personally now. Anecdotal experience.
No.
You don't have a single friend who got wifed up strictly and you didn't question it? Like, how the hell did she get a husband?
One, you got to ask me how many friends I have.
I assume you've only got a couple.
Exactly.
All women only got a couple of friends.
Wiped up because of how they look.
Okay. Well, all women only got a couple of friends.
You want a man to have some standards. Looking might be one of them, but now that's what I said.
Yeah, Kaya, yeah, we know we got all the windows open because I don't know how to close them.
They go ahead.
I'm not the tech guy. He's not here tonight. Just Kaya. Real Talk Daily. Anyway. So, what would you consider, what makes a wife in your opinion? I want to know from you, from a woman's perspective. What do you feel like you're wifey material?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Because I believe trust and submission is very important.
Okay.
So, you have to be marriage minded to be a wife. You have to understand the duty to be a wife. Oh, there go that facial expression again.
But I'm not interrupting. I'm just getting my thought in my head. You said you have to be marriage minded. I'm like, you can be marriage minded at 19.
Good. You should get married.
Doesn't make you a wife. But go ahead, continue with your list.
But you don't even have the characteristics of what a wife is. You just said
I'm not a wife. I shouldn't have the characteristics of a wife.
But you want one, so you should know the standards that come along with that.
I know what my standards are.
You don't believe that it should be something cut and dry across the board?
No, absolutely not. Because everybody's experience is different. Everybody is an individual. What you like, I may not like. What you may be into, I may not be into. Your characteristics may be fine for you, may be totally off-putting to me. So we can't see eye to eye. So there's no point. I wouldn't even try to entertain that situation. Turn it off.
No, I'm still live because people can't hear me on YouTube. So
still can't hear you. It's picking you up.
No, that's picking you up.
It's picking you up.
Okay.
Here, fuck it. I'll turn this fucking.
Yeah, we can share the mic. Yeah. I'm loud. Look, I'm loud enough. Yeah. Hey, Anne-Marie.
There you go. So, personally, I'm just talking about me. I know what I like and what I'm looking for. I'm not talking about it's not across the board because it doesn't work across the board.
Boy, I gotta get out of Fort Wayne.
Welcome to my world. I've been trying to escape for
You
last
think
year.
I was about to say? You think like
I'm trying to get the hell out of here. Hey, shit here.
why have you stayed here this long?
I've been trying to bail. I'll fill you in after the show, but
I mean, the one thing I do know about you is the same as me.
what's that?
That we don't have any children. So
True.
what's keeping us here?
For me, it's just job,
Okay.
money.
Ironically, we work at the same place, so
you know how.
So
and now you get accustomed to, and it's like
So I'm like, are we being held down by? What are we being held down by?
Money, strictly money.
So are we letting money control us?
In a sense, we are.
So, if something else can bring us happiness, what is the money that we are generating doing for us?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get so deep.
No, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. I can answer that. It's.
I think we have the same mindset.
Yeah, they say money can't buy happiness. I kind of disagree because I believe money eliminates a lot of the issues you have, a lot of the concerns. They say anybody who says money can't buy happiness never owned a jet ski. I tell you that because everybody I see on the jet ski live pretty damn happy. So I don't agree with that. When people say we argue over the bills, well, you're arguing because you're broke. If the bills are paid and you taking a trip, ain't no arguing. Ain't no reason to argue. She got an attitude. Usually it's not because her credit card got cut off. It's because she just got an attitude. So money alleviates a lot of the issues that people had.
But just anecdotally, if me and you both have the same freedoms, me and like I said, being that we're not tied down by anything, if we know that leaving here could bring us a different happiness, how can the money be generating happiness as well?
Because wherever we go next, either you or I, wherever we go next, I'm not trying to go broke. You're not trying to be broke when you get there. Like, I'm not leaving this. I'm not a fan of here. I've been here for 13 years, and I'm like, okay, it's time to go. It's a long time to go. It was time to go a long time ago. The point I'm making is that wherever I go is a larger market, which is going to require more. Like that.
Oh, so are you willing to do what's required to get more?
Which is what? A job? You want me to sell my body to old fat ladies? What you want me to do?
That's not what I'm saying. You just said if you go somewhere else, it requires more. Are you staying here due to laziness because it's easier to be here?
No, I just haven't found a job that pays enough yet. That's it. In a nutshell, I just haven't.
So is money like a golden handcuff?
In a sense.
Okay.
In a sense.
I was just asking.
In a sense.
Or not money. Because you can make money anywhere.
You have money anywhere doing anything.
I'm sorry, I know you're a little bit. So it's almost like you have a degree.
Got to.
So we're not going to say that blank is better than what you went and worked for.
No, not at all.
So again, is doing what's required of you harder work than what's easy?
Like, I get you. No, I'm not going to bring that up.
Don't look. I hate that we're from the same place.
No, you cool. I've got stuff I'm working on right now that I just can't touch on right now. But I'm like, if the money's not there, I'm not going. I can't go simply because I gotta eat. I gotta live, and I've been broke before, like asshole to elbow broke. I've been broke in relationships before, and that ain't no fun.
No.
When y'all can't go do nothing, and the woman looking at you because, like you said, the man is the head of the household,
and everything falls back on you.
So when she's looking at you like, nigga, I want to go do this, and we can't because you only got $18 in your pocket between the two of you.
But if she's
really riding with you, she understands.
And that's where the wife and the duty come in, and yeah.
Yeah, but the dude over there who's driving the Bentley is
looking appealing to your wife.
It's gonna look a lot more appealing, I'm sure.
I don't see how.
And then you're gonna start to get that side out, like, why the hell am I with him? So be the best version of yourself.
I agree.
Get your weight up, get your money up, be right all the way across the board, and that way you got a better chance of holding on, maintaining masculine frame. As I call it.
Hold on. Somebody said to read the comments if you can.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Best in the World, which is my brother, he said, "Why are men so stuck on money?"
Because for men, it's money is our looks. For women, it's their looks. For men, it's our money. That's how it works. That's just what we achieve, what we have. That's how men measure success. What we achieve, what we have, what we possess, our money. That's how we measure success. What we make. It's a competition. Just the same as for a woman, is how she looks, how her body looks, that dress she wears. That's their bargaining chip, for lack of a better term.
Okay, I'll agree with that. But it should be a little bit more when it comes to being somebody's wife. But
it absolutely should. There should be a lot more when it comes to
but there also should be a baseline that you do know. I mean, different Vikings. Only because I don't want to say something and then we go back and forth about semantics, or if I said something wrong and I didn't really.
That's what you're here for, so we can go back and forth.
Yeah, but it's only an hour show.
If we just get along, it's an echo chamber. I know, but we spent 11 minutes playing the music too loud or whatever. And they couldn't figure out the microphone, so we're good.
Yeah. Look, I know you got a surgery around here.
Yeah, behind the Christmas tree.
Behind it.
Right there. You need to plug in?
Surgery, not an outlet.
What the hell's the difference?
Kaya, you know how we get down. It is a lot of talk.
There's nothing. It's full over here. Anyway.
I don't know anything about the couple before that, Mr. Best in the World. So
what couple before?
He was talking of. Oh well, you might. I apologize.
Bring it up.
He said, "What about the couple in Atlanta that had money and the wife still killed herself and her husband?" Whoa. People killing. Well, that's the second situation because we have that Baltimore situation.
The Baltimore guy, yeah, who killed his girlfriend, and that brings up a good point too. He thought he had picked the right one. That he killed his girlfriend, our baby mama, and ex-wife. Mm-hmm. That brings up a great point. The Baltimore situation. What do you do in that situation? You think you've picked the right one, and then it turns to hell, and let's say you're on national news.
Well, when you said you think you picked the right one, that's a different thing than what I asked earlier. I said, are we really picking because we have standards, or are we ignoring red flags? I thought I picked, well, because now
it's hard not to make it personal. I understand. Yeah, I know.
Because it's different one.
I know.
But I thought I picked the right one.
We all did.
And then changes occurred and stuff happened. But it's still, in my opinion, only because of how I think, there was a lot of stuff that I ignored. I could have been Ray Charles a long time ago. So that's why I could have been gone. I should have been gone. And so we continue for what? So that's what I'm saying. It's all good to say, I think I picked the right one, because we get caught up in love. But there's a lot of times where you see something and you ignore it. That red flag turned into a pink and brown flag, like I said last night. You know what pink and brown is? We ain't even go.
Shit.
Pink and brown.
That was pink and brown. Completely lost me with that one, or maybe I'm just not picking up right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, we all get caught up. We all get caught up in emotions, feelings, and we ignore red flags. And it's easy to look back and say, "Damn, how did I miss that?" Or, "Ooh, what was I thinking?" It's too easy to do that. So I don't like that we beat ourselves up and be like, "Oh, well."
Well, we should, or we're gonna fall back into the same cycle. So a lot of times we don't want to beat ourselves up because we know we didn't trust ourselves, and we go into the next situation thinking we know something instead of correcting the problem. So I don't want to beat myself up, meaning nothing happened to my mental to make me change.
Right.
So instead, I get with you next time. I'm not as stern as I need to be because I didn't want to beat myself up the last time for making a wrong choice. or ignoring something when I should have been like, hey, you know what? I don't like how that, I'm not liking how that's going down. I think we should either end this, we could be friends, and that's it. You end on a peaceful note, but instead we ignore it. We let it fly by.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to beat yourself up from it. You just learn from it. I'm agreeing with you. We don't go like, you're so stupid, you stupid, you stupid. Don't do that. Just learn from it. I'm not gonna beat myself up and be like, ooh.
I might hit myself a couple of times like, damn, man, why did you do that?
You a self-harmer.
Only because you should come in with standards. So there should be and you should have some, a lot of people call them, I'm going to just say no-goes right now. Like, that's a no-go. We're not doing that. But a lot of times we start to get flexible because we let that emotion start clouding our mind. We make a judgment on the wrong stuff.
True enough.
So that's what I'm saying. I try not to let my emotions judge,
So you're trying to be more logical than emotional.
Which is wrong, and that's a whole nother podcast as well. Because
wrong?
I'm not.
Really wrong?
It is as a woman because I'm not operating in my femininity and letting my emotions come through. I'm blocking them.
So you're starting to be more masculine. You find yourself
starting to be, but that's a whole nother story.
I'm asking a legitimate.
I got my future husband wife, so that's a whole nother story.
Do you find yourself being more masculine now?
Well, because I'm single, the way I have to operate will be on a different frequency.
I got you. You know, like wearing men's underwear.
No, it ain't that. I'm more of a mental, not outer appearance type of masculine. It's different stuff. Like right now, even the over talking from before, that could be something that's like, calm down, chill out, let him finish. It could be a common courtesy of podcasting, but it also can be a sense of lack of respect. Right. If I'm not allowing you to finish as a man. So
it's cool. We pulled it back in. I had to overtalk you a couple of times, but we made it work. We made it work.
Everything's a learning process.
You're doing good though. But I do recognize you trying to be like, ooh, I'm not operating in my feminine. Let me pull it back, and you pull your own reins. So that's definitely a good thing.
Self-aware.
Definitely.
I am very self-aware, but it's all about what I'm being self-aware of. And a lot of times I might be self-aware that I'm not grinding enough. I'm not doing this enough instead of being self-aware of what I'm here for. And that's where, it goes back to the beginning of being a wife and your purpose and what you're here for and what I'm made for. So, come on, we grew up in the same church too, Jay. We got the same job, same outcome.
Right. On the same mission. So what advice would you give?
I don't know, man. That's too many parallels.
You want to get some shut up. Get some advice, man, to your sisters out there who are same thing. The biggest thing I want you to talk about is the femininity, because when you pull back and you're like, let me operate as a woman, let me not be in my masculine frame right now, that I find that appealing because there's too many women today who act like dudes, in my opinion. I'm not saying to walk around scratching and
I know,
but some of them do. Some of them just talk, and to the point where I'm like, ugh.
So my advice would be listen to the men, because that's where I got that from. I apologize. That's all I can say. If you are open, that's why I say it starts with you, Jay, to say this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm not gonna tolerate, and this is how I'm going here for. She has no choice but to align with your standards. If not, she can kick rock, like you said. But don't make her a Tuesday, Thursday. Get her out of your life. That's where me and you, we live in Fort Wayne. I get it.
That's where we differ completely.
Exactly. But the mentality, the growth, what I'm learning, it came from being in male spaces. It came from having people in my ear saying things, and me having the ability to take it in and being self-aware, and on top of that, wanting more. Okay. So you have to want more. If I'm all like, I don't need to do that. No, because what is your true desire? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if my true desire, and I'm gonna just be open, if my true desire is to be a wife and have my children, why wouldn't I take that advice from a man? Because I want that outcome, and I want that outcome with you. So what is it that you require? Especially since I didn't have a dad, because the dad would have had structure for me anyway to be, because he would have raised me to be, and then you fill in the blank of how you want your daughter to live her life. And that's why I said it goes from one covering to the next.
Absolutely.
So that's why fathers are important. But go ahead.
I agree.
Don't try to push back on me for no reason. Don't try to push back for no reason.
I'm not gonna do you today. I actually agree with you. I think everything you said was spot on. Absolutely spot on. And I don't think there's better advice you could give to a woman than listen to the man. And if you can't get with his program, then get on. Or fall into, me personally, you're going to fall into that 2 day.
You are going to be Tuesday, Wednesday.
You are
Tuesday, Thursday.
You can, if you can't get with this, then take these 2 days a week and be happy with that until I find a wife. And then you go to no days a week. Or you start over with somebody else.
And the problem is, Jay,
what up? Tuesday,
Thursday, still thinks because I'm Tuesday, Thursday, I can wiggle in into wifey. And the problem is you got kicked into Tuesday, Thursday for a reason.
Exactly.
And so my thing is being self-aware, having standards for yourself.
So here's what I don't think a lot of women understand, and this is just my input. I don't think a lot of women understand that when you meet a guy, you are a clean slate, and you all have wifey potential. You all start off, it's like school. You start off with 100%. You can only go down from there. Maybe.
Depending on what type of man you are. Because what if you're a man that's like...
Nah, I don't see it. I think there's potential in everybody. Every man, even when we're not looking for relationships, that's typically when you find a relationship, when you're not looking. That's typically when it comes along.
That's because you might be operating in your purpose, and then the women fall into line, because if you're just grinding and in your purpose, the women will come. The things will come.
I'm not looking for this. I wasn't. So you just fell out the sky. I'm like, okay, I see potential. We vibe. We'll get along. Let's see where this goes. There's potential here. You all start off with 100%. You can only lose it and go down, down, down until you fall into that Tuesday, Thursday category.
The only pushback I have is where you say, let's see where this can go.
Yes. I can't make it. I drive the car. I'm driving. Okay. I'm in control. I'm driving.
Where are you going?
I'm driving. I've got my plan. I've got my map laid out. I've got the navigation on the screen. All you got to do is be a good co-pilot. If you can sit over there and hand me the sandwiches, make sure the music is on or the podcast I'm listening to or whatever. If you can do that and be cool, we're fine. We're good. We're golden. Because especially for me at this stage of my life, I don't need a partner. I don't need somebody to build with. I just need you to be present and to be compliant.
And that's the thing. That's where the standards come in. If you need her to be blah, 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 then that's where when you say, see where this can go, that means I'm looking at you to see if you align with the plan I have for you. That's why I said with the Sierra thing and with the Russell, what plan did he have for her? And is she aligning in that plan he had for her?
I think he's a cuck. I think he's a punk, and I think he's scared
to
lose.
So then that's why I said.
That's me personally.
And I think a lot of people feel like that.
Okay, cool. I think he's scared to lose her. I think she the best looking and probably the first black whatever he'd ever had, and he's scared to lose it. Yeah. That's just me personally.
And that's why a lot of people, they go into you get the different dynamics of marriage, because if I know I'm the best version of myself, that means I can't just be like, no, if I'm the best version of myself, the people will come. The men will come or the women will come. I don't have to have a scarcity mindset about my outcomes. I know I'm the best version of myself. So I don't have to worry about if you're going to be here or not. If you ain't, then you're lost.
Exactly. And I don't mind putting you in the Tuesday, Thursday.
Don't put her in the Tuesday, Thursday, Jay.
No, because it's like, you got to think, I'm not asking a lot.
So do you think that's a lead on? if I
No, because I told you already. You already start off with 100%. You've already got the potential to get there, to get a ring on your finger, to walk down that aisle, to do whatever.
So you can only mess up.
You can only lose it. You can only
Okay.
go downhill from what I see, what I observe. You can only go down, 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 and to the point where it's like Tuesday, Thursday. It is.
Tuesday, Thursday.
Some just happen to lose it right away. Some, as soon as they open their mouth, it's like, oh my God.
Okay.
Tuesday, Thursday.
Mr. Best in the World said you just got to know when you're meeting someone, you're meeting their representative.
Exactly. Exactly. I said that earlier.
I know, that's why, and that's, like I said, that's my brother. He's from another podcast, Relationships and Knowledge. So, you know, I mean, podcast, a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I be over there, and, you know, I just wanted to shout him out and let him know that you did have, you know, support. Right, shout out to Mr. Best in the World. And then he just called me, I'm the best in the world.
The best in the world, Diggy.
I'm the best in the world. He just said, you the best in the world, sis.
Oh, that's sweet.
Only because I, you know, like I said, you listen and you learn and you take in the information and you apply it.
There you go. And hopefully you both take something away from it and you learn something from it. You gain something. Everything is a learning experience. Everything we do is a learning experience. So, I don't know.
Yep.
So,
go ahead, Mr. Next topic.
Honestly, man, that is all I got for you today. We're going round and round and battled a little bit. I think we can honestly, if we keep going, we're going to end up arguing for another hour.
But it's still all tied in together.
It is all tied in together.
That it starts with you.
Starts with me.
It starts with God.
Starts
if
with
you
God,
align.
God, man, wife, children.
Yeah.
True enough. Can we agree that you can lose your spot? That you can start off with 100 and drop to the point where you get cast to the side? Can we agree on that?
I can say that I can say that it happens. But what I won't agree with is that you go into it thinking that way.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So that's the only thing.
Okay.
I don't want anyone to go in and say this can fail. No, you do whatever you need. So you go in saying this won't fail. Mm-hmm. And we're not going to allow it to fail.
Right.
So that means we're both coming in there saying we're going to do everything it takes to make it work. That's why I said there's no way someone can give you a representation of genuality like that. I can't misrepresent that.
No.
You're going to see that with my words and my actions and how I conduct myself even in the courting stage. So you're going to see my dedication because I'm going to be operating in my duty before you give me the job.
Is that easy? Do you think that's easy? Something you recognize with age and wisdom and experience?
Yeah, that's the sad part.
Do you think you would, I don't know how old you are, and you don't have to tell me.
Yeah, I'm 36.
Oh, you're 36, okay. Yeah. Okay, do you think you at 26?
Which was when I got married.
There you go.
Yeah. So, no.
No.
Hell no. Hell no. I wish.
Well, you're 36.
Yeah. How old are you?
26?
Hmm? I got married.
We got married at the same time.
Yeah. Well, we got married at the same time or at the same age?
Around, no,
you're
not
older
age.
than me.
Yeah, I'm older than you.
How much?
Around the same. I'm 41. I had to think. Shit, I forgot.
I thought about that.
What?
How much age difference we are? Mm-hmm. So, that's another podcast. Yeah. So you're 41 now. Mm-hmm. So you're 5 years older than me. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's a big ass gap. So.
Wait.
That's a big ass gap.
For what?
I'm just saying it's a big ass gap.
Okay.
So you got married in 11?
I got 2011? More wisdom and experience.
You can't even agree. What? No, I'm just playing. I'm messing with you. Did you get? Now, see, hold on. I won't allow you to call me a nigga. I'm a young lady.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm just saying. You got
Just don't say.
But
queen.
unless I'm
don't say
presenting
queen,
myself.
Not everybody.
No. I'm not a queen without a king. But
okay.
Yeah.
Yep. You know what? We're gonna end on that one because that's a great place to end this. On a good
Oh
note,
yeah, I like that.
on
We can do
positivity. we
No,
agree on-
oh, something
we
that you
agree on
agree,
something. We agree on something.
but the world won't, because I don't wait. I'm waiting. You can't tell me nothing.
Shitting me. You got Lizzo running around talking about shit clean.
I don't listen to those people.
Good.
I don't.
Good.
That's why I don't know what's going on in the world.
Well, there you go. There you have it. That's. I'm bring this back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. Sorry about the technical difficulties in the beginning. We made the best of it that we could do, so I think we pulled it off.
Yeah,
We made it work. It's a
with
little ghetto, but
technology, people.
yeah, it's a little ghetto, but we made it work. You good?
So I apologize because my people know what I do. So
I'm used to you.
Okay.
Now?
No, I'm saying they know what I do. So I don't know if you put it out there. So again, I apologize.
You're fine. You're fine. I want to thank the guests for coming on. Thank you, Brett, for being here.
Oh, perfect. I love nicknames. You got a nickname.
Anyway, and thanks chat room and everybody for being here, for rocking out.
Thank you, Kaya, for coming.
For putting up with our technical difficulties.
Thank you, Red Lipstick, Mr. Best in the World.
And
I've seen
for
a couple
our
people
arguing, for putting up with us arguing.
I don't believe that was arguing. I think it's a nice back and forth. Like I said, I'm still used to the whole back and forth thing, so I'm still,
Still getting used to it.
I still got to be able to be like, calm that down, let them finish, because sometimes the whole thought, and that's just proper etiquette, like the whole thought needs to come out, and then you could be like, you might tie it around, and you're like, oh, never mind. He said it.
I was going there anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, he said exactly what I was going to say.
You're doing better. You get there. You want to tell them where they can find you on social media or anything?
Well, I have an Instagram. B Brooks is actually B_Brooks__, and then technically you can't find me on YouTube, but I'm everywhere. So, but normally I do a late night live stream on Anton Daniel's page, and we go all night. This what we just did. We do this all night long, literally all night long. Like I said, I got Mr. Best in the World. That's my brother. Knowledge and Relationships. I'll be over there on their channel, and I'm just a part of the Chat Gang. So, Chat Gang. Yeah. So a lot of times, like how Kai was in here, it would be a room, and we just talking to each other, and we in the chat. So that's kind of just how people know me, for being in the chat. And then if I happen to jump up on a panel, I do that.
You're gonna have to come back so we can. I think we can. Plus, I'll have my other co-host with me next time. So we're gonna.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to have a bottle. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'm surprised you're not drinking. You watch this show. I don't know how people ever come on here and deal with me and not drink.
Well,
I'm surprised people don't do meth after they leave this show. So
no, I can deal with you. That was easy. But it's like you said, when I first started, like, am I nervous? In this space, I'm in a different environment. At home, I could have live streamed with you at the crib, but then it would have just. I've never been in person with someone, which is way different than being behind the camera and me and you talking, because the dynamic of arguing, that's why you saw what you saw. You talking about last night, 10 people on a panel, everybody in a different state. Well, not a different state, but because I know Kaya's from people, yeah, so it is all over the place.
Well, hopefully you were comfortable. You did a good job.
I'm comfortable talking, but as far as like, okay, the pillow was on my butt, so,
Anyway, thank y'all for being here. We'll see y'all next Friday. Sorry about the day late start. We'll see y'all next Friday. We'll be back to normal, the usual crew. We may have to bring Britt back to argue with.
Oh, wait, next Friday is Christmas.
Oh, never mind. Ooh, never mind.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait a minute. We done.
We might have to do a Thursday show. It might be a Thursday show. I don't know if I'm staying in town or not. I'm always gone. So we'll see.
And I'm not. I'm a lamester. That's how I can do 11-hour live stream.